Welcome, everyone. I am so happy to be able to be back with you doing a live presentation tonight on Thursday, June 20th, 2024. I am coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. And I've been away for a few weeks due to family situation and whatever. And like I say, I'm so glad to be back. So you can see on the screen to begin with, that is what I'm going to show you how I made tonight. But before we get to that, I'll just pop on here and say hi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back if you've been here before. If you've never been here, welcome. We have a lot of fun. We create together. We enjoy each other's company. We chit chat in the comments and just have a good fun time every Thursday evening. So I'm glad you're here. Today being June 20th, according to what I read earlier today, about 4:30 today, summer started in this part of the world. Did it start where you were? Tell me what you did to celebrate the beginning of summer. Today here in Spruce Grove, it was a beautiful day outside, and I did go for a walk, not a long walk, with a couple of friends, and it was just great to be outside. So I hopefully you had time to do things like that too. So I'm going to pop this back on the screen and just share a few things with you. I have a number of classes that I host each month. First and foremost is our Zoom with Friends class on Friday at 1 o'clock. We have a lot of fun. We have different teachers each week. We make all different kinds of projects and just really enjoy being with each other. I do not post the link to this class publicly, but everyone is welcome to join. Just send me a message and I will get you on the list. So we do have one happening tomorrow. I have a 12-month Christmas card classes the second Thursday of every month. That one you do have to register for because I send kits out anywhere in Canada. However, if you're not in Canada and you want to be part of it, you can purchase the PDF. So again, look for my email, register for my newsletter, or contact me and I'll help you with getting signed up for that. Same thing for monthly card classes, which we did today. We had a lot of fun. And again, just chit-chatting and getting to know each other and sharing and caring. That's what we love to do. Also, just in case you're looking for more information on what I do, classes I have scheduled, joining my team, anything to do Stampin' Up wise, this is the link where you would find it. So thank you for being here with part of this evening, and I'm going to switch you down to the desktop, which looks really messy compared to normal. Before I do that, though, I am going to flip through these slides. Tell you, if you don't already know, right now till the end of June, there is a wonderful special on 10% extra on the bundles, whether they're in the catalog or online. Also 10% off extra on the embossing Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, which you see in this picture. And the bundles, we've heard a lot of concern that some of the things were not available until July 1st. Well, I checked today about 6 o'clock, and everyone except the wildflower bundle is back in stock. So if you are looking for any of those, just get right over there to the site and get it ordered before it's out of stock again, because they're very popular. And there's lots of bundles on there. The paper pumpkin is now available. The order before July 10th, and you will get this one. There's a new one each month. There are 2 new kits that have come out: Scenic Route Travel Journal and Expressions of Kindness kit. This one, the Expressions of Kindness kit, I have purchased, and I would love to do a kit class with any of you who have kits that you want to put together. We can just connect on Zoom and do our kits together. So let me know if there's any of that you're interested in. I'm going to flip you down to my desktop. Like I say, it looks a little messy, but I want to show you the online exclusives just on my iPad. When you go, and try not to cause the glare, when you go to the Stampin' Up website and sign in, there is a button that says online exclusives. And if you click on that, you can see what's currently available. And you can sort them by, I usually click on 90 because I want to see all of them. And that did not show all the online exclusives. Now, isn't that wonderful? Just because I want to show you that. These are the kits, which are online, but the online exclusives, of course. Maybe all of you know how to do this. I did go under specials and oh, this is what I'm looking for. Sorry, bundles. You can see there are many, many, many bundles. And there are some under the online exclusives, but you can see in the red, everything is on sale right now. So if you have any trouble getting to that, let me know, and I will help you get to that page. Then on my desktop, I have some things from the online exclusives that I sorry, I'm just going to come and see if there's comments that I need to be following here. That I, as a demonstrator, can purchase now. Customers can purchase on July the 3rd. So I just want to share those with you. The first one, this glaring is not very good, is the iconic Celebrations designer paper. And that's what I have spread out here for you to see. Love the, I don't know what you would call them, the muted colors, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Pecan Pie. That's one side of them. This is the other. So you can see some Christmas things, some trees, New Year's maybe, fall, cherries. Oh, that's pumpkins, sorry. So lots of different papers there. The other thing that I did get from that demonstrator pre-purchase, pre-order, I guess it's called, is this collection. There are 2 stamp sets. There's a golden greenery with dies, and I just got them today, so I haven't done my getting to know you sheet. There is a greetings of the season, and you can see the different fonts, Christmas, New Year's, wonderful time of the year. That could be any time. And a die set to go with them. There is some velvet satin, very vanilla ribbon. There are these cute adhesive, cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive backed berries. So I can see those being holly berries. There is vellum paper. We were all very disappointed. Just seeing a couple comments, and as you're looking at this and oohing and awing, I'm just going to go back and if there's anything I need to address right now. I see Betty, Peggy, Linda, Gail, Carmen. Started off the season by opening my mother-in-law's pool and went swimming with the kids. What a wonderful thing to do, Carmen. Good for you. Pam, hello. Bonnie. Sharon. Okay, I've got some interest in the kit class. Linda would love to do it. Won't be ordering until July. Yvonne from Kentucky. If you do a kit class, can I do it from here in the US? Yes. My idea for a kit class is order your kit, and a lot of you are demonstrators, so you would be ordering your own anyway. If you don't have a demonstrator and you're in Canada, I'd love to have you order it from me, but mainly I just want to build a kit with you, whether it's the same one as mine or not. So yes, Yvonne, order a kit and we will put something together towards the end of July by the sounds of it, but I will have to get together with that. Pam, Betty, Ines, good to see all of you. Okay, I will try and keep an eye, but as always, if I don't get to your question during the live, I will certainly come back and answer it later. So this is the vellum paper that comes in this bundle. Graceful Greenery Vellum. There are 2 sheets each of one with all kinds of, I'm going to say spruce boughs. One with just a white if you can see that very well, but it's a white mottled look. And then one with these leaves, and it looks to me like I could probably put berries on there. And I do believe, I will confirm it when I get to my die cutting things, but I believe some of them do cut out shapes on here. And then this paper, and any of you that know me, I'm not really a green person, but I love this bundle. So Seasons of Green and Gold. Ines, I see your question. Sorry, but what kit are you talking about? I've got I can't remember the name of it now. Just one of them. It doesn't matter what kit. You get your own kit, and then we just work together on a Zoom call. So we might all be making different ones. Some of us might be making the same. So hopefully that explains it. So this paper has gold, and these again are similar to the vellum ones. And you can see, if I put it where you can, backside is quite plain compared to the other, but there's gold. I'm going to say those are bells, a plaid, another gold, a green. And so I know in some of the, hello, Jenny. Yes, would love to see you and start making some cards. That would be wonderful. Maybe you and Carmen can do some together eventually. Thanks. Okay. So that is all I've got for the online specials. But because the 10% off is happening, I want to just share a few of, well, I only have 3 of the bundles that I have. So the Hearts and Hugs bundle, I think you've seen some of the cards, but beautiful little hearts like this, characters. You get the dies and the hearts, usually at 10 Hearts and Hugs, 10% off, but now you get another 10% off. And I'll just quickly show you some of the cards. This one's a bubble one with that new embossing folder, this one with the little mouse, and this one with the walruses. So that's just some quick samples. I'm not going to dwell on them, but just so you get an idea of what can be made with these. I don't have any made with this set, Unbounded Love. You probably have seen lots of other people doing things with it. I just haven't got there yet. Love the fonts, the different fonts in here. And I did get the sheet done on that, so you can see all the different possibilities with cutting out those shapes. Again, 10% off plus another 10% until the end of June. Spotlight on Nature, I'm going to use tonight, as you saw in the beginning. And this one, lots of potential again, with the stamps already being shaded, makes it so easy to make cards. And this is my sheet for the different shapes and designs of the circles. So lots of those happening. So the one that is not available as of 6 o'clock tonight is this Wildly Flowering. These shapes are wonderful. And I'm sure it'll be back. Whether it's back by before the end of June, I'm not sure. But just keep those in mind. And now, will you be doing a class with these papers, Ines is asking? I presume you mean those green papers? Yes, I'm going to actually create a class for that, a special class. Just haven't had time to get there yet. So, just a reminder, as I'm seeing some of you are on YouTube, some are on Facebook. I can see all of the comments. You'll only be able to see whatever. If you're on YouTube, you'll see YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you'll see Facebook. And there's no way around that. But I do highlight some of the questions if it's something specific that I'm answering. So this is the bundle I'm going to be working with tonight. And like I say, I looked this morning and it was not available. And then tonight it was, and I was like, for me. So I am going to bring in the in colors. As you've already seen most of these, but I just love them. I love working with them. Tonight I did work with the Petunia Pop, and I am working with the Shy Shamrock tonight. So we'll get two different looks at that card. This is what I'm going to do. It's not difficult. And as we found today with our monthly card club, don't shy away from cards that look difficult, because we did some today that they said, "Oh, those are too hard," and they really, when we got done, they weren't. So for my card, I have card base in thick whisper white, or thick basic white. Old habits die hard, aren't they? Then I am going to use my Shy Shamrock, and I have already stamped my um, floral image because my ink pad was really, really wet and I didn't want it to get all over the place. So I'm going to stamp my greeting, and it is from, I think it's from that set, is it not? No, it's from this one. It's from the Unbounded Love, this Happy Birthday. I really like that font. So I'm going to use my same color as my cardstock and try to get it. And it's pretty juicy too, so I may have to just wait a couple seconds, because if I were to run that through the cut and emboss machine when it's still wet, it tends to leave, and I see it's a little bit blurry, probably because I pressed too hard. I'm finding that, especially with the new ink pads, I have to be careful not to be pressing really, really hard. So this is the mini cut and emboss, which is also at an extra 10% off until the end of June. I discovered this paper does fit just here. And when I did the others, I just laid the die so that I had a bit of the leaves and a bit of that flower in it. And for the most part, I wasn't too concerned with it being exact. So I just placed my, let's see if it's going to work. Well, maybe not, because I don't have it. Trying to make it easier to cut with the using the small one, but again, I've got to try and get everything lined up. Let's see. If I can't get it to work, I will go back to the big one, but looks like it's working. Pam needs to make birthday cards. Pam, 43 degrees. You do have to see this one, ladies. Pam is in New Brunswick, right? And as we know, there is a heat wave happening in that part of our country. So take care and please stay safe. Don't get overheated, for sure. So I've got that cut out, and I'm going to bring in my silicone mat because I didn't have it today and I had ink and glue all over the place. So all I did was I took for this one, I just took my blends and colored those. I know we don't normally have pink leaves, but hey, what can I say? And I used the brush end. I didn't do anything fancy for shading. I just colored. And because Stampin' Up! Has made the stamps so that they have this shading in them, I think it's a win-win situation. I get to look like I know what I'm doing most of the time. And it looks great when I'm done. So my question, if you haven't answered it yet, is what did you do to celebrate the first day of summer? And everybody who comments, all your comments that are on there, whether you're just saying hello or whatever, go into the draw for the 5 cards that I give away each live session that I do. And those are being tracked by the program that I use, so you don't have to do anything. The program does allow, if I wanted to have you say a certain word or type in a certain word, then your name would go in the draw. And to me, that's too much trouble. I just love seeing you guys commenting, being in touch with each other and me. So I don't do that portion. So you can see how quick and easy I made a number of these cards. Actually, those of you on here that are on my team, you will be getting them in your team swap. Because I just thought they were really neat. Um, okay, got another comment here from Marie. Love doing this technique. Enjoying the sunshine after 5.5 inches of rain. Oh, your crops will be doing well, Marie, with with that kind of thing happening, right? So once that's colored, all I need to do now is assemble my card. I need this on here, this on here. I'm going to put this on with dimensionals, and I'm going to put some embellishments. So while I'm putting that together, you can look at these and tell me if I should use the shimmer ones or if I should use the resin dots. And I have shimmer ones on here. I will see if you can see them there. And the resin dots are more of a flat finish, but I will use the same green as my card back. I see one for shimmer, another for shimmer, somebody for resin. Oh boy, and I can't keep track. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3 shimmer. I've got to mix them up. Well, maybe that's a good idea too. Maybe that's what I'll do because I can't keep track of all your comments too fast. I need a, what do you call that? A support person to be helping me with those kind of things. Maybe someday. I'm going to use my silicone mat under here because I'm gluing, and I'm just gluing this flat. The only thing I will use for dimensionals will be the piece I cut out, which is, it's called a spotlight technique, which kind of goes with the name of the stamp set, doesn't it? And I think maybe I have too much glue on that side. We'll see. We talked today in the class about having so many more cards with the narrow border. This one I do have. Sorry, you trying to make this work. I do have a little bit larger border again, just for variety. Then this one I'm going to put dimensionals on. And I truly want to thank all of you for all of your messages over the last couple of weeks and for coming back to join me tonight. I couldn't survive these days without my Stampin' Up! Friends. So thank you so much for being here. And that's all there is to it, other than my embellishments. It with this particular stamp, it's very easy to line it up again to where it was, or where you cut them out from, I guess you would say. And I need something to put on my embellishments. So I think these are the darker green would be and maybe another shiny one because I like the shiny. So they've done something different with these again. They used to have a sticky here so that you had to peel them off, and they have changed it, which is wonderful because now you don't lose a bunch of them flying all over your desk when you try to take them apart and put them together. The pink card. Linda, you've or Sharon, you've got so many cards that you want for your birthday. I'm sure you'll have a great array of colors on your countertop when you get them all, right? Um, so do you have a favorite? Or is there another color you would use? I think they would look good in any of the colors, but that's just me. So these are the two we used. But I know that some of you have, and for a January birthday, Marie says yes. Yes, I think they'd be good for any birthdays. So there may be more of those being made too. I want to show you a few other things um, before we run out of time. And try not to knock everything off my desk. I decided today I need a bigger table because I never have enough room. So for March, oh, you guys, you guys. Um, these are two more cards made with that set. This one's got the butterfly and an embossed background that I do not have. And I don't think I have the name of it, but it's some kind of a swirly one. And she has just colored there, but look at what she did here. She put just the rhinestones just along the side here. Isn't that kind of a neat idea? Hopefully you can see them. And then this one is more of a monochromatic, which I love, done with white Versamark and embossing folder. I couldn't, well, just a minute, maybe I can tell you. Iridescent foil gems are these, and it's a different fold. So you have that. So those are two done with that same set. Swirls. Thank you, Betty. And now I want to show you the a few cards that I've got, and some from our class today. We did our monthly card class today. We did this quilted one. And for those of you who were here with me, look what I did with my second one. I turned the paper over and used the reverse side of this. And I really like how it came out. Okay, just another one here. I'm going to spotlight yours, Bonnie, for a minute. Bonnie said she had a card class for seniors today. Most popular color was peach pie. We used them in all the colors. I think it just depends on what people like, doesn't it? This is another one we did today. Same idea with die cutting with those particular dies out of designer paper and then just putting them back where they were, just to give it a bit of depth. And this one, with the paper, we all kind of decided that we didn't know what to do with this bright paper. So this was a great alternative for birthday cards. Ines has a question here. And I presume this is the card you're talking about. They are 1-inch squares. They're 1-inch squares of cardstock, 1-inch squares of designer paper. And even though there's 12 of them, it really didn't take us very long to get them all put together and put our card together. This is a card that Yvonne, if you're still on here, Yvonne taught us in our last Zoom class, Zoom with Friends, and it stands up. And I read today, Yvonne, someone wanted to know the name of it. I have to go back and answer that question because I haven't done that yet. But isn't that neat? And it will fold flat to go in your envelope. Some others that I've received recently, this paper is retired now, but this card folds out like this. So a corner fold card. Okay, maybe we can answer this. Betty over on YouTube did a masculine version of the zinnia pattern. Yes, and masculine versions that you did were awesome. And Yvonne's asking, what's the difference between peach pie and peekaboo peach? I do not have peekaboo peach anymore, so I can't compare them for you. Anyone else? Help me with that. Standing pop-up card. You're right. I knew it was quite straightforward, Yvonne. I just couldn't remember. Team swap cards I'm getting. This is from Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. And this is one that we have done before in some of our classes or maybe even on live. Really neat where you cut circles and then flip them, and it just gives a great look. This is with that same paper that I did the reverse side for the quilt card. This is from Linda, and it's really neat because it opens like this. So you've got, it's half cut out. Just a great way to, and it's a little bit bigger than our normal card, so she sent an envelope as well. So thank you, Linda. And this one is from Lori. Again, a neat fold, and she's got the front layer covering this layer. So some great ideas, you guys. Just take all of them. Well, don't take all of them, but take any of them and use them for your own, with your own products and for whatever you can make with them. And this one, I had to look at her recipe list, as we call it, because it looked to me like she had used the ink pad to swipe it. And sure enough, when I did this, it is, she's used Memento Black, Melon Mambo, Azure Afternoon, and Gorgeous Grape, and used the swiping technique. So she swiped it with her ink pad and then a little bit of black over it. Isn't that a neat design? Okay, Yvonne, I'll talk about the quilt card again. There was a video for the card class today, which I shared with those who registered for the card class. So not one out there in the public, but those are the quilt cards. Okay, and Linda would like to learn this one that Nancy did. I'll have to see. I've done the swiping before, but not that individual colors. So it'll be a learning, but as you know, I like doing those kind of things. So Yvonne and all the rest of you, on this one, I cut 12 of the cardstock and 12 of the designer paper. Then I had, and I don't have one here. I had squares drawn on my, how can I do this? You take it like this. On my grid paper. So I would lay, just pretend this is the cardstock, and then I would lay my designer paper, just one, 2, 3, 4, okay, like that. So they were just offset, and it didn't matter which way you did them. You'll notice that this one has the cardstock on the bottom, this one has it on the top. As long as you do them all the same, it doesn't really matter. And then glued them on the white sheet, just eyeballing, this looks good, and put them on a layer and put them on the card. So really got the idea, Yvonne, if you're looking, from France Martin, Frenchy stamps. But that's basically what I did with it. So thank you. I'm glad you liked the design. So any other questions? If I've missed it, I will come back to them. I'm going to lay these cards out here again, just as a reminder of what we did. And I'm going to go to my spinning wheel. And oh, Betty's reminding me, yes, after we had them on there, before we put them on the back layer, we run it through an embossing folder, and it just helps keep everything glued together. So you put the squares together first. Yes, Ines, we put all 12 of them together and then laid them on the white background. So, okay, so I'm going to, it's been a while and I can't remember how to do all this. Entire screen, allow, over here. 13 of you have put a comment into the video tonight. So I'm going to draw 5 of those, and I will be sending you cards. And I will remember this time. I think last time I did this, I forgot to mention who had won the Peggy. And if your name is drawn, it does not go in the draw again. So that way we share the pretty cards. And I hope you're still enjoying this. I certainly enjoy sharing with you. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sharing this with your friends. Let them know that we're doing this. If you're on YouTube, share the YouTube. Click on the like, all that kind of good stuff. So Bonnie, we've got Sharon. Sorry, I'm making notes because memory's not as good as it used to be, and I may not remember by this time tomorrow when I'm trying to send them out. So, and Marie, and one more. And then I will show you the card that I made. Uh, Carmen. Carmen K. Okay, thank you all for being there, for sharing and commenting. So now the cards we did this Chai Shamrock will go to someone next week. The one I did 3 weeks ago for my last Facebook Live is this one where I had weaved the shimmer paper through there. And Carmen, that goes to you. So I will get an envelope ready and you will have 2 cards in it. So thank you so much again. As always, I love helping you, sharing with you. If you have anything you want me to work on, like this card, I will try and figure out, or anything else, just let me know and we'll see what we can come up with for next week. Otherwise, thanks everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye now.